I'm joined by a few of my learners in the Southwest, and we're just going to go through our very first contact point and go through our OneFile. So Tom is kindly showing us his account. He's literally just been signed up to OneFile quite recently and doesn't know how to navigate it. So we're going to support Tom with looking how to navigate yourself around OneFile. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, Tom, is go to the top right-hand corner, and you can see where it says, obviously, your name and learner. I want you to click onto that, and you're going to go to the profile drop-down. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is get you to set up some email notifications. So OneFile is going to tell you when you've got work or tasks to do, or when there's a change to your account. So if you go to email preferences, and if you scroll down for me, and you can see where it says email alerts. Now, as a learner, I want you to click send me an email alert every time something happens. Brilliant. And then below, what you can do as well is you can have something called a daily digest. So if you know that, Tom, your admin day is on a Monday, for example, you can click on Monday, or your apprenticeship day is a Monday. Obviously, in this case, you click whichever one is for you, whichever day you'd best prefer.
I can do Mondays, yeah.
Yeah, Monday, perfect. And then you'll go to the bottom and you'll click save. So now what this is going to do is OneFile is going to notify you every time you get a notification on there. So if I send you a bit of work to do, or there's a message, a task for you to complete, a deadline, that's going to send you that message. And also every Monday, it's going to give you a report of what needs to be done in the next 7 days. So if you click save there, Tom?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So save that. Excellent. Then back to the top left-hand corner and click home. So first of all, that's going to make your life easy because it's going to give you a notification every time you need to do something.
Sure. So we need to follow this as well.
Yeah, you're just going to watch this, Bradley, and then obviously it's going to help you. Yeah, but you can follow.
Yeah. So I copy what he's doing. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be great. So if you go to home, click home. Excellent. So what we're going to do now is first of all, we're going to scroll down just so I can see your homepage. And what you can see here is you can see your progress. And also you've got nice big buttons that are flashing in yellow. That's telling you that you need to click on me. You need to look at what's going on here. So first of all, it's really important that we communicate. So some of the ways that we're going to communicate between tutor, learner, centre and employer is through your messages. So Tom, I want you to click onto your messages, and you can see there obviously where things have been working in the background is you've now got a bit of a build up of messages. So we're going to look at how we remove some of these. So first of all, we'll just go on to our message from me at the top, the daily catch up starting tomorrow. So if you click into that, that's just a message that I've sent to all of my learners, telling them about a daily catch up that we have. So Tom, what you'd do is you'd read this message, which you've done because you've actually started to attend the sessions. But what you haven't potentially done is click mark as complete. So if you can click mark as complete, we'll now see that that message is going to remove from our message box. And now we've gone down to 15 messages as opposed to 16. So brilliant. Back into your messages. And what you need to do, Tom, is in your own time now, you know how to do this, is you're going to go through and you're going to tick everything in there to say that you've read. Now, if we pop to a task box for me. Brilliant. And we can see you've actually got some tasks here. So what I want you to do is find where task 1 is, unless you've completed it already.
I completed it.
Brilliant. So we're just going to find the next task that's relevant to you. So it might be task 2, for example, or task 3.
I've done them all the way up to, these are the ones I haven't done, 6, 8, 10, 9, and 11.
Right. So if we start with 6, then. So it's brilliant that you've started to do some work. So all you do to access your task, you click into it. It's going to take you to your learning journal here. So once this loads, we can see this. Now we can see our task. The task has given you a really clear description here of what the task is. So we can see in this task, part 1 is to complete your e-learning module. So some of you might have already done this, but if you haven't done this, Tom, if you could just scroll down for me slightly, you can see that in the resources section, keep going, there's a link there. So if Tom was to click that link, don't worry about clicking it now. That would take you to your first aid e-learning, okay? And the other part of this task is to attend a face-to-face session. So to complete your learning journal, Tom, we're going to do a practice now. We won't save this one. But what you're going to do is you're going to pop your title in there. So what you might do is pop in the title of first aid. Good stuff. You're going to select the category on the right-hand side, and it's going to come up with a drop-down list. So you'll scan through here to determine which is the best option. So you can probably see there, it's probably the one at the top, which is e-learning. Real. You're going to click the date that you did that, which in this case would be today's date, 22nd of April. The time you started, so at 9:45. So you can type that into the box.
Yeah, just type it. Probably easier.
Brilliant. And then the next box is around the duration. So it's how long it's taken you. So if it's just say, Tom, if you scroll up again for me slightly, just want you to refer to something in the description. At the top, it's telling you here, keep going, keep going, keep going. Is 4 GOH. That means 4 guided learning hours, where you can see that in the title. Okay. So you can submit up to 4 hours of this task. This is imagining that you've actually completed both parts of this task. So when you scroll down, Tom, you can put up to 4 hours in that task box. So this actually say this just took you 3.5 hours. You'd put 3 hours, 30 minutes. Brilliant. The box that you can see next to you, off the job, this is really important that you tick that. If you don't tick that, it's not going to calculate these hours with your off-the-job training. Remember, you need to do 20% of your off-the-job learning, which is approximately 340 hours, depending on your contract length, etc., etc. So if it's English or maths, that's the only time you don't click that. But anything else, you're pretty much going to tick that, and your tutor will support you with determining what is and what isn't off the job. Tom, then what you'd do is you'd write a reflection in your work. So you won't be able to move any further without writing a reflection. So within here, you might start to type a short paragraph to describe the activity, to explain what you've learned, and actually how you're going to use that within your role. And also, Tom, like you just did, you hovered above that, need your help to write your reflection. There's 4 key questions there that if you've answered, you'll be on the button, on the money, with completing a learning entry. Okay? To the right-hand side, you can see there, choose a file. So you might have a photo, an email, a certificate that you can upload as evidence. So every time you can upload evidence, that would be really good. Okay, so if you go scroll down a little bit further for me, Tom, that's it. You'll see the create button. And when you've actually completed this properly, you'll see create. That will come up in blue. You'll click create, and that will complete that task for you. So that's how you complete a task. Okay, and that will also log some of your off-the-job hours. Okay, another way for you to log your off-the-job hours is going to your timesheets. So Tom, if you pop across to the left-hand side and click into timesheets, there you are. And see where it says at the top there, create new timesheet entry. So if it say, for example, in the morning, you have had a one-to-one, or Tom, for example, you can put this session down. So you've had a catch-up session with my tutor.
Oh, you want me to type, yeah?
Yeah, if you type that, that'd be great. And then just quickly below, just put a brief. We'll come back to this and edit this. We'll put a brief description in. So I want you to give a little bit more detail than just that. But that's almost your title. Then you talk through what we've done. Again, you go to the right-hand side and do category, which today, if we look through this, what do we think would be the best one? It'd probably be at the bottom, maybe is there a workshop or classroom session?
Workshop here, yeah.
Yeah, we'll put workshop down. That'd be brilliant. Does it link to off-the-job training? Yes, it does. So make sure that's clicked. We started at 9:30, didn't we, this morning? And actually, we're going to go through all the way until about midday. So about 3 hours. So then in your duration, you can put 3 hours. Tom, if you click on the clock on the side, yeah, it will come up with there you are, at 9:30. Bro. 3 hours, 0 minutes. Make sure you put in the minutes. Brilliant. And then you'll go to save. And that's going to add that timesheet. We'll go back and edit that shortly. Brilliant. So that's another timesheet. And now actually we can see here the off-the-job training. We can now see that Tom has completed 0.4% of his off-the-job training. He's completed 6.7 hours in total. And that's what he needs to do. What I'm going to do is on the back of that is just show you how, in case you've missed this previously, how you can go back and edit it. So if you go to your learning journal again for me, Tom.
Learning, that one. Yeah.
That's the one. And you can see where this task here, task 16, task 7, if you scroll down again for me a little bit further, you'll be able to see a blue tick at the bottom of the page. Keep going, keep going. There, stop. So that shows me, and go just a tiny bit higher, mate. That'd be perfect. Brilliant. I can see here now, this task has been linked to the offer job hours. Brilliant. Tom, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll through to see if you've accidentally missed any offer job hours. So if you see any task on your journal that doesn't have this window here, you're going to screen for me. So just start to scroll down. Brilliant. So that one's logged. Well done. Might have done quite a good job here, Tom. Good work. You've done loads. Keep going. That's brilliant. So really good. So this just say hypothetically, this task here hasn't been linked. Okay, so we can't see that window. If you scroll to the bottom right hand corner, Tom, what you'll see is that pencil. Now, if you click that pencil, that's the one. This will now allow you to edit it. So you need to scroll down, mate. That's it. So now you can now edit this. So if your offer job hours wasn't there, it'll now give you that initial window to create that. Okay. Once you've done those changes that we've already said and making sure you're following. So Tom, for example, in this reflection, we might need a little bit more detail and we might use that need help to write your reflection button below to determine, have I actually filled this out enough? We may need to answer these 4 questions. Okay. So that's, we can go back in at a later date. But what you'll do, Tom, is once you've done your editing, you'll go to the bottom and you'll click create again. That's that. Done. Brilliant. So you can see now a brief run through how to use OneFile, how to navigate yourself around the main areas of it. I hope this helps you. Any questions, please go direct to your tutor and they will support you with your work.